Hello, my name is Margaret Mary, and I am your Dragonfly Reiki Marketplace Reiki Master Practitioner for this session with regards to the inner child. And the inner child session came about because of the training and development I did for Kid Reiki. And Kid Reiki is about children and for children of all ages, whether you're about to be born or all the way through to you're about to transition. We all have an inner child. So we're going to do this all in the Reiki bubble. If you can bring your hands together in Gasho, which is two hands coming together at the heart energy center. The left hand is Reiki releasing the past and anger. The right hand is Reiki releasing the future and worry. And in the space between your palms, Reiki receive your activation of Reiki through the pure intention of gratitude. Please kindly bring your hands up to Reiki-ho, which is at the bridge of your nose, your third eye, and an indication that you are ready to begin by connecting your head and your heart. Please kindly bring your hands back down to Gasho at the heart energy center. Keo Dakiwa. I kuruna shinpa suna kansha shia kyo hagame shitoni shinsetsuni. Place your hands comfortably on your body. Breathe deeply, open your heart, and Reiki receive. For Reiki resting in the awareness of your breath transforms your life into a living meditation. We are now inside the Reiki bubble where this conversation and sharing is going to occur, and you are receiving. Towards the end, we will do a Kid Reiki inner child session. So begin to think, whether it's known or unknown, what you would like to be Reiki released and what you would like to Reiki receive upon Reiki releasing that. And that can occur in layers or waves or all at once. Reiki is a divine, infinite, intelligent life source energy, and it is so much wiser than I am. So in a previous session, I shared that I have been experiencing sex acts since I was approximately 4 years of age. And I had to flip the context of that through my training and development. And that's just one example. We are human beings, and this is a free will universe, and there is duality here. So you have the light and you have the night. They're both in existence. Where are you going to focus? For me, focusing on the night was victim consciousness. I'm wrong, I'm bad, I'm dirty. And the message often received was, I asked for it. And I really had to think that through because I was in victim consciousness and really defensive about it. No 4-year-old asks for this. And in the first heaven here, the Earth Star, no 4-year-old does. But thanks to Reiki, the Akashic records, and all the work I've done for the last 5 now, almost 6 years, I got to take a really good look about how I signed up for these experiences and brought that energy through. And the reason for that was so that I can contribute to others, because I'm not alone in this. I have 9 siblings, and I was not the only one that was at the effect of this. But to bring this through, this energy of healing through, and learn those lessons, as was mentioned in prior sessions in this weekend, so that it doesn't need to be learned anymore, and to solve it eradicate it for all eternity to the original cause and for all eternity for the descendants. Learning these lessons were really important instead of resisting it. So asking Reiki to get me to the space and place beyond my resistance. I was raised Roman Catholic Irish pre-Vatican II. And you feel free to look up all that context because there's a lot in there. And I received a lot of corporal punishment, a lot of religious trauma. Never good enough, wrong, bad, dirty, no matter what I did. And that dirty part impacted me so that I used bleach and ammonia to clean my body with because I was responsible for cleaning the house. And I was like, well, if this gets that stain out, maybe it'll get this stain out. And I had to shift my pervasive thought forms and the pervasive actions. And this is a journey. So giving that up and focusing on the light that each of you are, the light that each of you came here to be, the light that you came to serve and bring and contribute to others as opposed to the night. And out of doing this work, I had the most incredible awakening. I became trained in August in Kid Reiki, and it was an incredible journey. We were instructed, the participants were instructed to do Kid Reiki, self Reiki style for 30 days to see what opened up. So when I returned from that training, which was in person, I started that process. And the process started with my parents, the preconception, sending Kid Reiki to my parents, and then preconception, and then conception, and then the gestational periods, then the birthing process, then the neonate process, all the way through to the first year. And, you know, I thought I'd do the average lifespan. Reiki kept guiding me, go further, go further, go further. So on December 25th, I finished the Kid Reiki series, birthday series, up to 150 years. It is in the Dragonfly Reiki Marketplace meditation library, each and every one of them. And each and every one is different because they were channeled. The words are different. There are many that are similar, but the intention is set. And then it was broken down by year, from your first birthday to your second birthday. You know, and I was like, oh, I'll go to 75. And then it's like, nope, you're going to 100. I'm like, well, yeah, there are people that live to 100. Okay, great. Got to 100. It's like, nope, you're going to 125. And I researched. Anybody live to 125? Known? Yes. And then it was like, nope, you're going to 150. And I was just like, really? And the answer was yes, because that is the possibility for ourselves and our lives by doing the work. Healing the inner child sets aside the dis-ease, the disease that gets stuck, trapped, constrained, resigned in our bodies that shows up later as disease. Cardiac disease, neurological disease, cancer, respiratory, diabetes. Yes, there are first heaven environmental factors that contribute to that, but it starts with us making whatever happened mean something and then stuffing it in our body, not wanting to talk about it. That's the seed that gets implanted within us. And it festers and it grows and we feed it. So after 150, I was then shown that I needed to do the end of life Reiki series to really be complete. And it was just like, okay. So the end of life Reiki series is for the individual that is transitioning. That, because while there are people that are with us when we come in, we pretty much go out alone. And there are beings on the other side waiting to receive us, provided that we are ready to go there. And then in the end of life, it was like, okay, send for the primary individual in that person's life, like a partner, in whatever form that is. I was like, okay, now do it for the ancestors and the descendants, because when we transition, people remain here. There are souls and spirits that remain here. And I was just like, okay. But then also for the divine ancestors and the divine descendants. It's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then expanding an end of life Reiki recording for the family. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then the friends. I was like, okay, good, I'm done. And I was like, nope, you have to do this kid Reiki end of life for et al. Anybody that came in contact with the person as they were transitioning or transitioned. And, that's for like law enforcement, fire and rescue, doctors, nurses, the person transporting the body from the hospital bed to the morgue, just extending that outward, to the funeral home, or anybody that comes in contact with the recently transitioned. Doesn't matter when they transitioned. All that matters is that they transitioned. And these recordings are in the meditation library and are available to you. So please utilize them. Unbeknownst to me, that week that I was doing it, I started receiving requests and notifications about all these transitions. And talk about divinely ordained and timed. I was just like, oh, oh, okay, got it. And it was just remarkable. And in doing the medical Reiki and the kid Reiki, it was looking at, okay, who actually wants to be here? Is this individual, do they want to stay here and do the work and receive the work? Or do they really want to transition and support that choice, because it is a free will universe? I received a lot of requests, and I receive a lot of requests on a daily basis, which go on to the various grids that I have. I have one here and one there, and there's like 50 in this unit, that serve different purposes and different intentions. And it was humbling, and it was awe-inspiring to have received this gift. I was selfishly went to this training because I was ready to face everything that had occurred when I was a child. And I was also ready to Reiki release it. I'm not wrong. I'm not bad. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. And I was in victim consciousness. And it was time to let that go, because it wasn't serving me and it impeded me from serving others. So receiving that frequency was an incredible gift. And I invested in myself at the level I wanted to be invested in, not knowing what the next 5 months was going to bring in this really deep, deep healing. And you can reach out to a Reiki master practitioner, or you can utilize the recordings in the library. In human growth and development, we go through stages. The specific age for each person varies. For me, it happened at a very, very young age. These experiences were remarkably accelerated. So at some point in the Western society, approximately between 3 and 5 years of age, and for some it's a little bit beyond that, in human growth and development, we get present to something's wrong. It's a thought process that begins to open within us. We all know on some level the most common first word that children speak is no, because that's the word they've been hearing. And it comes along with the terrible twos, and we're just like, oh my gosh. All of a sudden we're telling our child, no, 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 when we actually mean danger. As opposed to, no, stop that. That's dangerous, stop that. So that's the first stage. We're present, something's wrong, and we shrink and we go within. Because we're not having the communication. As children, we don't necessarily have the vocabulary or the wherewithal to go, hey, mom, dad, Graham, uncle, something's wrong. And then around the middle school years in Western culture, somewhere between 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, we get present to, I don't belong. And again, making ourselves wrong and bad when we're not. I don't belong. When in fact you do. And then predominantly in Western culture, usually in the high school years. And remember, we're building. Something's wrong. I don't belong. And then the next one is, I'm on my own. On my own is typically when you leave your house, your home of origin. For foster kids, that happens much sooner. And it really happens when they turn 18. We all think our 18th birthday is a really big deal. For foster children, that's the day they're told to leave their home. For many others, it's when you go off to college. Oh, I'm on my own, I got to figure this out. I don't know how to figure it out. It's not like when we turn 18, we receive this massive download that we know how to pay our bills. We have a source of income other than the bank of mom and dad. And we know how to eat and eat nutritionally. I have been a scout leader for probably 25 years, and I took on the cooking merit badge, and kids were like, why do I have to do this merit badge? Because it became a requirement. And I just looked at them and said, because your mama and your papa ain't going with you. You need to know how to feed yourself, and you're not going to get an automatic download of that information of what nutrition is for yourself, your life, and your body. So we're out there on our own, and with each of these experiences, something happens and we make it mean something else. Like for my entire life, I made what started to occur at 4 years of age that I'm wrong, bad, dumb, stupid, and dirty. That was a mental, emotional midget. And so the world's been at the effect of me, my inner child, that mental, emotional midget, and operating from that space and place. And I had to really look at that and be with that while I did this more than 150 recordings, because I was doing it for myself and I was doing it for posterity for anybody else that wanted to take this on. I will spend the rest of my life working on my inner child. And every once in a while, it still shows up. It's like, oh, you know, and it is possible. You have to choose it and pull it towards yourself with alacrity. You know, your Reiki practice, which we all have, is something we do every single day. A Reiki business is something else entirely. So with that in mind, take some time to think about your experiences. You don't have to know what it is. You just have to be willing to let it go and to Reiki receive the antithesis of what it is you're letting go and allowing it to come in and fully receive it. And then being present, like full on present, when your wounded inner child shows up and everybody's at the effect of you, at the effect of it. So at this time, we're going to do the inner child Kid Reiki session. Make yourselves comfortable. I'm going to turn off my camera. And I'm going to ask that you just breathe deeply, open your heart, and receive. We Reiki request that our assumptions, egos, expectations, judgments, opinions, personalities, projections be Reiki released, and that we submit and surrender this entire experience to the constant divine mercy, divine eternal flame, divine flower of healing, divine infinite life source, divine perpetual purification by divine right for all concerned. Please kindly, powerfully provide permanent, perpetual protection with divine discernment in order to be a clear vessel to accurately Reiki receive and Reiki report the communication, information with a clear, pure filter and accurate interpretation so that it is Reiki received. Your energy centers, your heart energy center, your auric, bio, toroidal field are now aligned, balanced, blessed, centered, cleansed, cleared, grounded, harmonized, healed and sealed to all but your I Am self and the Reiki vibrations from the soul stars and beyond. Only the highest of spiritual beings of infinite light and unconditional love from the soul stars and beyond are ever allowed to work with you. Take some deep, deep breaths. Begin Reiki releasing everything you need to think about today in order to be here, and everything you need to think about later. Give yourself this gift of time. Reiki, receive your gift of time. This time is about you and for you. Your present is your presence. You are the gift. For you matter and make a difference. Receive that. Receive that information to your inner child. Reiki begins to flow through your hands and into your heart. The gift of divine love. Reiki revealing all around you and within you. Take some more deep, deep breaths. The beautiful life, light, and love of Reiki fills the space around you. Reiki fills the air you breathe with life source energy. Light source energy. Love source energy. As you breathe in the life, light, and love of Reiki, the life, light, and love of Reiki fills the air you breathe and flows in on your breath. As the life, light, and love of Reiki flows in on your breath, it travels into your body. The life source energy, light source energy, love source energy within you wakes up. Breathe deeply, open your heart, and Reiki receive. The universe is in you. You are in the universe. Your divine presence on earth is established. You are world peace. You are aligned with Source. You are aligned with the planet polarity. You are aligned and centered. You are held in Reiki angel arms. Ho'oponopono. We are sorry. Please kindly forgive us. We love you. Thank you. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Earth, fire, water, wind, east, north, south, west. Reiki angels, Reiki guides, brothers and sisters in the light, brothers and sisters of the light, ascended masters, Usui Sensei, Hayashi Sensei, Takata Sensei, Ki Sensei, teachers of Reiki, descended masters, future teachers of Reiki, ancestors, descendants, beloved ones, blessed ones, divine ones, enlightened ones, illumined ones, divine animal kingdom, spirit of the earth, tree of life. This is an all call This is an all call. This is an all call to all the divine spiritual beings to circle around you in this divinely ordained and timed circle. We especially Reiki request that you Reiki respond specifically when forgotten to ask. Reiki, divine infinite life source, by divine right, for all concerned, please kindly bless, protect, guide, heal, purify, and empower you. And the Reiki requests across the space-time continuum for healing the culturally created self with this or greater, for the greatest and highest good, in order to better serve yourself and be the remarkable contribution to, for, with others that you came here to be, for the greatest and highest good, forever loving always, in perpetuity. Reiki releasing exponentially and omnidirectionally to all original causes and for all eternity. Then filling in with all Reiki frequencies, all Reiki sequences, divine abundance, divine alignment, divine authenticity, divine autonomy, divine balance, divine breath, divine compassion, divine consciousness, divine distance, divine eternal flame, divine earth star, divine forgiveness, to forgive as it was in the beginning, divine glory, divine grace, divine gratitude, divine harmony, divine health, divine heart, divine intelligence, divine intuition, divine life, divine light, divine love, divine longevity, divine mercy, divine mind, divine perpetual purification, divine power, divine sanity, divine serendipity, divine serenity, divine soul star, divine sovereignty, divine truth, divine vibrancy, divine vitality, Reiki, 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 Reiki. You are source for the wounded and weary, the culturally created self, the inner child. Strengthen what is weak within. Calm into a quietness which heals and listens. Wholeness in body, emotions, mind, self, spirit, soul. Reiki, bless the house wherein you dwell. Bless every fireside, every wall, every door. Bless every heart which beneath its roof beats. Bless every hand which toils to bring it joy. Bless every hand to toil and bring it joy. Bless every foot which walks its portals through. Reiki, bless the house which shelters you. The very first house which shelters you here on your Earth star is your physical body, for it shelters your spirit and your soul. Blessings upon your body for sheltering you. From there, expanding exponentially and omnidirectionally to the space wherein you dwell, the structure wherein you dwell, the complex wherein you dwell, community, development, neighborhood, village, town, city, county, state, province, region, country, continent, hemisphere, globe. Blessings upon all, for they shelter you. Solar system, galaxy, universe. Blessings upon them, for they shelter you too. Reiki, receive your life source energy, light source energy, love source energy, as it flows into you, through you, and all around you, across your space-time continuum of your authentic self, authentic spirit, authentic soul, to the original cause and for all eternity. By Reiki releasing all which is not yours, does not belong to you, does not serve you, and impedes you from your authentic self, authentic spirit, authentic soul, as the life, light, and love which you are. For you matter and make a difference. People are counting on you, and they don't even know it. Reiki, receive your whole, healthy, authentic self, authentic spirit, authentic soul, as the light life and love of Reiki receives your culturally created self and the bonds, concerns, connectors, contracts, cords, implants, issues, items, oaths, pervasive actions, pervasive thought forms, promises, seeds, spells, vows, spoken and unspoken, spirit, entity, attachment, with or without form, with or without consciousness, are Reiki released into the light and love of Reiki, where they are Reiki received, then disillusioned in the kindest, gentlest, most compassionate, loving, safest, softest way. For they are now home in the soul stars and beyond. You are with your authentic self, authentic spirit, authentic soul during this space-time continuum, holding yourself, experiencing your authentic love, the joy which you are, which you came here to be. Perceive your life source energy, light source energy, love source energy. As it flows into you, through you, and all around you. Reiki receiving as it courses through you in an infinite loop from your earth star to your soul star, through your left and right channels, your left and right meridians, each of your energy centers, switching channels at your heart energy center as it courses through you. Here in your earth star, before you is the tree of life, tree of life, tree of life. And there is an opening at the base with a light shining through, inviting you. So you go inside the tree of life and begin your ascension through the red Reiki ray of your root. Orange Reiki ray, sacral. Yellow Reiki ray, solar plexus. Green Reiki ray, heart. Blue Reiki ray, throat. Indigo Reiki ray, third eye. Violet Reiki ray, crown. To your soul star and beyond, where you are in an open Navaratna field, which is blooming and growing just as you are. Om Navaratna Namaha. In this open Navaratna field, you Reiki rest upon the luscious Zoysia japonica grasses, and you are surrounded by Navaratna dragonflies. Each one a possibility for yourself and your life, which collapses here and now in this Reiki wrinkle in time space continuum, then expands exponentially and omnidirectionally as the divine flower of healing opens, blooms, and grows through you and all around you. As one of the Navaratna dragonflies lands on you, The lovely light of divine eternal flame and divine perpetual purification envelops you. You are cocooned within it. The light is guiding you now. Follow the light. Follow the love. As you prepare to Reiki return to the gift which you are, the present, be with the childlike wonder and awe of all the new experiences during this space-time continuum. Reiki receive, Reiki remember, Reiki retain these experiences with the encouragement to continue growing and learning the life, light, and love which you are. So Reiki returning and Reiki retaining everything here in your soul star. The descent begins. Crown, violet, Reiki ray. Third eye, indigo, Reiki ray. Throat, blue, Reiki ray. Heart, green, Reiki ray. Solar plexus, yellow, Reiki ray. Sacral, orange, Reiki ray. Root, red, Reiki ray. Where you are enveloped by the spirit of the earth, here within the tree of life. And as you step out to your earth star, where you are holy, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, you are perfect, whole, and complete. All that you are and all that you are not is perfect, whole, and complete. You are kind, calm, compassion. You are grateful and humble. You are intentional, in thought, in word, in deed. Reiki to the back of you. Reiki to the front of you. Reiki to the left of you. Reiki to the right of you. Reiki above you. Reiki below you. Reiki within you, expanding exponentially and omnidirectionally. Everything, everything, everything within the 60-meter mark, 60-meter mark, 60-meter mark of your heart energy center. You, your auric biotoroidal field is transmutated, transformed, healed, all the way to the original cause and for all eternity. Through the life, light, and love of Reiki, as you are aligned, balanced, blessed, centered, cleansed, cleared, grounded, harmonized, healed, and sealed to all but your I Am self and the Reiki vibrations from the soul stars and beyond. for you are empowered to, for, with and by the world peace grids. Thus, only the highest of spiritual beings of infinite light and unconditional love from the soul stars and beyond are ever allowed to work with you. We express our great gratitude with abundant affinity to all the divine spiritual beings whom answered the all call and circled around you in this divinely ordained and timed circle. We especially acknowledge and appreciate you for Reiki responding specifically when you forgot to ask. Aho, arigato, shukran, wanishi, and so it is, for as above, so below, as within, so without.